Right. So, this is the third Vampire Survivors video that I'm doing. If you haven't seen the other two, go watch them. I think they're pretty. I think they're pretty good, and apparently the YouTube algorithm thinks they're pretty good as well. Because Vampire Survivors has been the best performing thing on my channel. Probably just because it's like the new shiny thing. The algorithm is like, we're going to push this to hundreds of thousands of people. And when I say hundreds of thousands, I mean hundreds. But what we're going to be doing today is we're taking a look at the second DLC that the game got. Essentially, the point of this series is, now that Vampire Survivors is on PlayStation, I thought, because I can now record it, I'll go through all of the previous expansions or DLC pack things, talk about them, give them a, like, not really review, but more like retrospective, more like retrospectively look at the no, why did I do that? Quit. Done. Okay. Because I want Arcanas. No, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep doing this? Eleanor. Like Foscari. Arcanas. Right. Listed weapons also emit special damaging zones affected by a mount and magnet. Enemies within magnet range take damage based on a mount. Okay. Healing. Always take healing first. So, yeah, the reason why I'm doing these is, now that the game is on PlayStation, and pretty much anyone can play it. Oh, well, pretty much everyone's been able to play it anyways because it's been on mobile for free. The mobile version is the only free version. However, the DLCs are still paid. But it's like £1 each. So, unlike something like a Disney Speedstorm, for example, to give an example of another game that I've played recently, and despite enjoying that game, I've had a lot of criticisms for it, and so where you have a game like that is free to play, technically, it's got all these microtransactions that are hidden away. Not necessarily hidden away, because games have to contractually tell you that there's in-game purchases in there now. But it's got the season pass, it's got the shop, it's got its own like in-game currency as well. There's a lot of things going against that, but the way that Vampire Survivors is treating its DLC, I think if they charged any more than £1 or £2 for DLC for a game like this, I think there would be a problem. As much as there is a lot of content there, it is this kind of retro style, is this retro styly thing that is very much like meant to be very like accessible but I feel like the way that this game treats DLC and treats like expansions and stuff. The game doesn't call them expansions. I call them expansions because that's just easier. It's just easier, in my opinion. Do I want to take Revival without knowing whether I'm going to get the guns again, or do I want to take the guns without knowing that I'm going to get Revival again? But I do want to. I wanted to. Well, I've been wanting to do content on Vampire Survivors for forever. Basically, since the game came out. But I can't record off my laptop, or I don't know how to record off my laptop, and it's just a lot better. The recording quality is going to be a lot better off my PlayStation, anyways. So we're doing it off the PlayStation. Where are we going? So, Tales of Foscari. What is this expansion all about, and why do I not like it as much as the Legacy of Moonspell or the other two? What is the I don't want to say problem, but what in my opinion detracts this expansion and makes the other ones so good? As I enjoyed everything about Vampire Survivors. Everything this game has done, I think, has been a good decision. However, I do feel like this is the expansion where they tried to be too creative. They added too many things, too many elements. I think may work for some people. It depends what kind of player you are. If you like going around looking for like secrets, and you like replaying levels over and over again with different characters to get one thing specifically, then this might be the expansion for you. And saying that, if you like if you are one of those people that when you play Pokemon, you go for Magikarp, knowing that if you evolve Magikarp, you get Gyarados, then I think this expansion will be for you. The reason why I say that is because I think it's called the Swift Arrow? The something Arrow is essentially this game's version of Magikarp. It's rubbish. Completely useless. Devoid of use. Up until you evolve it. It's one projectile that shoots in whatever direction you're in, or whichever direction you're facing. And then when it evolves, it becomes one of the best things in the game. I do want to try and get the other bird. But as we're seeing at the moment, there aren't really passives in play. The new weapons as much as yes, I think this is Menya. As much as Spell Stream, Spell Shot, and Spell whatever the last one is are great, and they're even better when they're evolved. And the sword, Excizabir, I think it's called. Like that's really good. Spell Strike. As great as these are, like every other expansion has at least 5 new characters that you unlock through just evolving the last one. This expansion has 3. And yes, maybe that is because there are more characters that you unlock by doing things within the level, by interacting with stuff. And yes, one of the characters that you get by doing that is one of the best characters in the game, has one of the best items in the game, has one of the best weapons in the game. I I guess I was just expecting a bit more from this from how good Legacy of the Moonspell was. And yes, the map is huge. Yes, the map is huge. Yes, the map is complicated as well, which I don't think is necessarily a pro. I don't think necessarily that having a big complicated map is a good thing, necessarily. Like, obviously, we want every expansion, we want every thing to add more than the last. And whereas I don't think this expansion adds more in the way of characters, I feel like it does, or it did, add more in the way of, like, character animations. I guess is a big one. Like, this is the first expansion that added characters that actually animate when they fire their weapons. Like, we see I can't remember names off the top of my head, but the guy with the sword, we see they actually animate him, like, slamming the sword on the ground, or like swinging his sword, and then with the arrow, with the swift arrow. I think it's called the swift arrow. There's actually an animation for using the arrow, or for, like, using the bow. There is I do feel like more effort went into creating more unique weapons this time around, and even though the new weapons for Moonspell were great as well, I feel like the effort in this just went into let's make these new characters crazy. Let's make them absolutely insane. And I feel like they did that, but I feel like maybe it's a thing of style over substance. We don't start getting, like, yeah, we've got the Academy badge, but we don't start getting new passives really until the next expansion or the next DLC. Spellstrom. Grows stronger after every singularity. You see what I mean? This is just insane. We'll go axe, why not? Yeah, I feel like this is where the animation team definitely started, like, earning their stripes. Not like they weren't before, but this is where they really started, like, pushing the boat out. But I'm not... I'm definitely not saying that I don't like this expansion, because I do. Like I said, I think every expansion is really well done. I just think maybe this is the one that didn't grab me as much as the others. And when we start looking at, I am glad that this is more original characters, because I feel like I've preferred seeing more original characters than I have the collaborations. Because yes, collaborations seem to be what indie games are doing now. And that's great. I love seeing, like, the Dave the Diver x Godzilla stuff. I love seeing, like, Dave the Diver x Dredge. Great. And I love seeing the kind of indie game collaboration stuff, because it's just really cool to see people working together. I'll leave that till the end, I think. So I think I'd like to see another collaboration later down the line. But I do want the next expansion to be something original. Just because I think that leads to a bit more creativity. Because I do think we see, obviously, the Among Us expansion is extremely creative, because Among Us is a game with no weapons. I don't know if you noticed that. Among Us is a game with no means of attack. It's like you go... So, turning that into something that works in this environment, with this kind of gameplay style, is very creative. Contra, on the other hand, there's loads to pull from, and I feel like with that, it kind of dampens the creativity of the team. Like Contra and Vampire Survivors, yes, this isn't a this isn't a platformer, or this isn't like a run and gun game, but I feel like they are still more similar than this and Among Us. So even with Balatro, we're seeing Balatro X The Witcher, and getting a Witcher DLC for Vampire Survivors would make so much sense. However, I just don't... I don't want to see it yet. I want to see the next couple of expansions be original ideas, or maybe like a Halloween Monsters type thing. We've already got a werewolf. In the game, we don't have... I don't know if we do have a Medusa allegory. We certainly don't have a Frankenstein. I feel like something like that would be fun and thematically correct. Because, like, this game is meant to be like a homage to Castlevania. So maybe even like a just straight up Castlevania expansion. I know that's going away from what I said initially. Where? I feel like this is going to be a long one. We've already been recording for 31 minutes. So yeah, this will be a long one. Okay, this is where the what caterpillar things are. This might be a video that you need snacks for. Yeah, I hope people are enjoying these Vampire Survivors videos. I know they're doing well view-wise, but I hope people are liking them. Because, I don't know, at least for me there is something satisfying about it. It's like the video game equivalent of hoovering. There's something really satisfying about just cleaning up, but just seeing loads of enemies, like, just disappearing. Also, I'm a simple man. I'm a simple gamer. Number go up is pretty much the base reason why I'm into RPGs as much as I am. Even though my favourite RPG is Kingdom Hearts, which doesn't show numbers. But yeah, number go up is a big reason as to why I'm into RPGs. It's not because I'm smart and I like I don't know if I'm even using any of those. A tractor. I'm using a tractor. Why is the box now over here? Have I gone insane? Was I missing that? Or did it just appear at a... Adds one revival. I don't think XP gain is that important as of right now. I am hoping all of these, like, rumors about a remake of Marvel Ultimate Alliance or a remake of X-Men Legends. X-Men Legends more so, because I feel like they're just better games. But I'm hoping that, or at least a re-release of those games, like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. I really want Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 to be available on every console. That is my hope. Not because I think it's necessarily an amazing game or anything, but just because I don't understand why it's stuck on the Switch. Like, all these things about Spider-Man being PlayStation exclusive in Marvel's Avengers because of rights, it sounds like BS to me, because that game's on the Switch and it's got Spider-Man in it. I mean, what does that say about Marvel's Spider-Man, the Insomniac games? That's different because Insomniac themselves are a PlayStation company. Okay, now we wanna beat up this deer. Now, I don't know if am I going insane, or is this deer supposed to grow? I think it is getting visually bigger, but is it, like, I remember it supposed to be getting, like, nearly the size of the screen. Is that just me going insane? That might just be me going insane. I don't know. Defeating the deer does get you something. I don't remember what it gets you, but it gets you something. So, what I'm confused about, I don't know if anyone can help out in the comments, getting or unlocking inverse mode. So the room or the level that the mirror thingy is meant to be on, I'd unlock that, but I selected too hard and got the trumpet. And now that room or that level isn't available to me. Is that now just gone forever? Or do I have a chance to get that back? What's going on? I don't know if anyone in the comments can help out with that, but it's just something that I am incredibly confused by. Oh yeah, photosensitive epilepsy warning. If you have that, maybe Vampire Survivors isn't the game for you. Especially now, but... There we go. Eleanor. Okay. Not Menu. Menu's the other character. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below. If you did like the video, please do like the video. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I'm hoping to get to 2,000 subscribers, hopefully before the end of October, but before the end of the year is probably more likely. So do with that information whatever you will. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe though. Hit that notification bell, all that lovely good stuff. I don't have a join option because I'm not that. I don't have enough subscribers or concurrent viewers for that. But even if I did, I don't think I would, because I don't think I deserve your actual hard-earned cash. However, the best ways to support are just liking the video, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Peace.